Hey everybody, Mac the Monster, back with Marvel Heroes. And this time we got Clea in the chopping block, the team up. And I didn't even know she came out. She came out kind of like a ninja patch or something. Just snuck her in there. And she looks pretty interesting. She's definitely new. And what she does, her main buff ability is plus 75 maximum spirit and spirit cost reduction of 3%. So she looks like she'd be most interesting on Iron Man to me. And then, of course, she's got rare item find, special item find, and credit find. But before we get into that, we'll show her off a little bit here. That's what she looks like. She's got her magic circles there going on. She's one of the sorcerers. I think we'll show her from behind here. She's all pretty cool in her purple outfit there. So we got the buff of 75 maximum spirit and spirit cost reduction of 3%, which is actually pretty nice. You got Loki, that's 8% cost reduction. Throw on River to the Soul, and now we're starting to talk. We got rare item find, special item find, credit find, of course, as usual as a buff. As a buff, we got a 5% chance to proc once every 30 seconds. As a mental damage, it says per hit. Doesn't tell you. Oh, it gives you an area, a duration. This is hitting from 9,500 to 1,400, 14,000 per hit, but it doesn't tell you how many hits per second. Probably 2. And then we got Astral Assistance, 5% chance to proc once every 30 seconds. And what this does is call a couple pets out, and they'll hit. We got one they'll shoot bolts of Balthak, and they'll hit for 2,500 to 3,700. And another that'll shoot daggers of Davaroth. And that's mental damage. That'll hit for 1379 to 2069 per hit, 5 hits. And they'll have 200% of your health and 200% of your defense, and they'll last 10 seconds. So they're pretty cool. Then, of course, we got the standard. It can be an infinite pet, or it can be a 37-second pet with 200% damage and regenerates 5% of its maximum health. It can take 10% of incoming damage, of your damage, into the pet. Or if it's the enemy's defeated, it can reduce the cooldown of the team-up hero by 1 second. Probably the most preferred. Then we got Flames of the Fault Team. If this sounds any bit familiar, it's like Doctor Strange, just because they're one and the same. She's a sorcerer or sorceress. And this will put an area down that does area damage twice per second. And that's 2,400 damage once every 6 seconds. Then she can summon Vapors of Voltor once every 60 seconds, which will do area damage for 8 seconds, with lightning strikes hitting for 3,500 to 5,200 damage per lightning strike. And then your tier 4 power, second choice of powers, is Seal of the Vishanti. This is an area power, and she basically blesses the ground with a seal while you stand in it. You and her will gain toughness, which will give you a defense rating and maximum health, and power, which will give you damage rating and attack and movement speed. And the area duration is 8 seconds, and the cooldown is 20 seconds. And she can also summon an astral clone, and that's another astral version of herself capable of using a small set of her own powers, which is kind of funny because she doesn't use these powers, which again is bolts of Balthak and daggers of Davaroth, which do the same powers of damage as, actually no, they do more damage than the procs Mental damage of 4100 to 6200 for bolts of Balthak, and daggers of Datheroth. Mental damage of 2287 damage to 3430 damage per hit. And again, health 200% of Team-Up's health. Damage negated 30%. Duration 10 seconds on a 60-second cooldown. So we're going to go take a look at these abilities over here. Let's see if we get her in here. Perfect. Well, that's a pretty big area effect. There must be vapors. Flames of Altine. Oh, that must be the seal. This is hanging around more than 8 seconds. Well, maybe that was 8 seconds. Nah, it can't be. It's only a 20-second cooldown. It was up again instantly. The little flames have got to be the flames. See the flames right there? That seal's hanging around much more than 8 seconds. A little bit of a bug. Let's bring her back over here. There she is. Then we'll put the vapors up. That's once every 60 seconds. And we'll put Astral Clone up. That's once every 60 seconds. Hopefully we'll get this to go off just like before. Oh, she summoned the clone, and there's the vapors. Get her inside. There's the clone back there. Just try getting her back at the door. So the bolt and daggers are our normal spells, so that's interesting. Well, she stays at range. That's rather nice. Oh, there's her clone. And there's the vapors. Such a huge AoE. Bigger than Strange's. That's Clea. That's pretty nice, full range, and a really good buff for a lot of characters. So, hope it helps, hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to everybody real soon.